Hello. Hello. Take my lunch money. Yeah, I'm going to take your lunch money, everybody. Pay your taxes. Christopher Scott, $5 for taxes. Yeah, well, pay your taxes, but also, last time we co-wrote a live song. I thought that was really fun, so figured I'd give that a promise. It's always funny to watch you guys write lyrics, and I have to keep up with it. So probably by the end of this stream, we'll know what the topic would be for a song. Now, I don't know if you guys realize, I really kicked a nest of Mormon hornets. I mean, it is like Mormonism and LDS is raining down on me on X. You know what I mean? It's very like groipery. It's like bear tardy. It's weird how the Muslims and the Mormons and the frog people and the bear tards, and there's probably more, but it's crazy what happens. When you kick their nest, boy, do they get nasty. I mean, you guys think Mormons are these happy-go-lucky, bleached teeth, cleanly shaved, parted hair, white, pristine shirt and tie, just walking around. How you doing? God bless you. God bless you. You guys have any church history? Joseph Smith. Dude, I was just asking a question. Do you have anything other than Joseph Smith to appeal to insofar as the claims of Mormonism? Like orcs? Terrible, man. Terrible. 5 made by Jim Bob. Memberships. Thank you, Scumbag. Appreciate you. Procure my coin. My coin, my liege. Thank you. Thank you for your coin, sir. What's up, Disco in the house? Anyway, I try to get them to call in. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. They're soaking. What do they do? I don't know what they're doing. They're very loud, though. They're very loud on Twitter. They're very silent on the phone. They're very loud in the comments. They're very silent on the Discord. I don't know. I'm trying to cultivate enough of a list of people to debate, but I can't get them to. Did you see Jacob announced he was debating Joe Hirschmeyer in the December on the Great Apostasy? Well, that'll be good. I hope they take questions. That's the other thing. I was thinking about, like, how they have to assume there was actually a Great Commission. You know what I mean? They have to. They have to assume that Christ was like, we're doing this. And they grant it. They grant that happened, but they have no reason. Some LDS guy just told me the full gospel was delivered. Now, look, the reason they gish gallop is they don't want you to take one claim at a time, these people. Just like Mormons. Just like Mormons. One claim at a time, guys. The claim is the gospel was delivered pure. Untouched. Why are we granting them that? I'm not granting them that anymore. Not ever. Never again. I'm never granting that again. Nope. No, I'm sorry. I don't know why you would think the gospel was delivered pure from a Mormon view. I don't know. How did you get that idea? Hey, Mormons, where are you? Anybody? How did you get the idea that the gospel was delivered pure? Well, we got it from an impure tradition and account. What? You bunch of nut jobs. You bunch of nutters. Next time I see a Mormon riding a bike, I'm going to throw a stick in the front wheel spokes just to watch them flip over the head of the handlebars. I want them scraped. I want to give them an elbow scrape. Little bastards. See Alton Johnson's post saying Orthodox is the same as Mormonism because of theosis. Yeah, it's just the lowest tier stuff ever. Like, it's just... And honestly, I've exhausted myself honestly. I've been thumb warring with these people, and boy, do they know how. It's all the same demon spirit. It's the same spirit. It's like this vengeful 16-year-old girl. I hate them. Lord forgive me, but that's how I feel right now. I despise Mormons. So pray for me. Honestly, I'm not even being like hyperbolic. Actually pray for me. I hate Mormons. I want to get them. They be docking and soaking. Anyway, that's always up in the air. If there's any Mormon who wants to debate me on this topic, go for it, right? Jacob Hansen won't debate whether or not Christianity or Mormonism is Christian. He won't debate that, which is the fundamental claim, right? Instead, he wants to debate whether or not Scripture is contradictory. Well, that's a useless debate for you. All I have to ask is one question, Jacob Hansen. The first question out of the gates after the opening statements. Do you have any authority for determining the accuracy or the correct interpretation of Scripture at all? It's the end of the debate. It's useless. He says no. Cool. So do you concede that you can't even know if there's contradictions in Scripture? I mean, what are these people doing? I go to the Orthodox naughty corner for 5 minutes. Oh, man, it was... Seriously. It's so bad, Jerry. That's why Twitter is such a hellscape. Twitter's like the text version of TikTok. It's like Twitter's TikTok for like people who... Basically, it's worse. It's like people who really don't want to show their face. Anyway, it's open for you guys. I finally downloaded the Discord. Thank you for someone who just kept calling me dumb, which I was, being like, download the Discord on your computer. So, Discord's open if there's a Mormon in the chat. But today's topic isn't Mormonism. I thought we did a rigorous job with it this whole week. I saw this news from Matt Fradd from Pints with Aquinas, who's been doing a show for I don't even know how long. But, he's nearly 1 million. And this, I wouldn't say it's a unique prediction from me. It seems to be fairly obvious that Matt Walsh, who's the current stand-in Catholic, right? Is he kind of Catholic or is he empty seater? I'm not sure. Anyway, he's the unique sort of like stand-in Christian, and I mean Christian based on the Daily Wire, right? And we've seen it that like he looks like he's finding a way out. Now, I don't know if he's going to breach a contract. I don't know what's going on there, honestly. I can only speculate. But it doesn't look great. It doesn't look like Matt is happy there. It doesn't even look like they're happy with Matt. I think it's fair to say that they're trying to figure out some sort of, suitable swap, if you will, a swap out. And honestly, Matt Fradd would be a good candidate for that. So, and he seems more than interested. He's kind of like, I think he looks pumped about it. So that kind of makes sense that I think he's going to be taking his place, honestly. That's what I think is going to happen. Now, it also makes if it is the case that Matt Walsh leaves, it'll make it less of a dent, vacuum, I should say. Less of a vacuum, So, but people are like, oh, man, I think this is good for orthodoxy. Unless Matt Fradd brings a little bit more rigor and he starts pushing against some of the trends, the ecumenism trends in Catholicism, which I don't know why he would do that, but he might, he might do that. But ultimately, one of the better voices, at least better, I mean they're effective. One of the more effective voices of Roman Catholicism would be Matt Fradd, and if it gets sequestered by the Daily Wire, well, who's the next biggest mouth in Catholicism? Let us get him. Let him be on our team. And Matt Fradd, obviously, he seems almost thirsty for it. Let's see what he says. Let's see what he's got going on, because he seems like, oh, good.
Live here on YouTube. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this video in which I am going to offer a big announcement. People have had some pretty wild ideas or suggestions on what the wild announcement might be. By the way, my wife is in the studio today. You won't be able to see her because we're doing some work here in the studio, but you can hear her.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are y'all?
Y'all or just me?
I was talking to your audience, then I realized they can't talk back. How are you, honey?
I'm doing
You're more important
fantastic.
than them.
Why do we have to hear her voice? I don't want to hear it.
They're great, but...
I've had like, let's see, 6 shots of espresso today.
All right, so only half the normal amount is what you're telling me?
Oh. Ooh. Yeah. Anyway, hi everybody. So I'm going to be looking at you today. I'm going to give you, I'm going to tell you what's going on. There's a lot going on with Pints with Aquinas, and I've already announced this to my local supporters, but I wanted to announce it to you here. And I think the way to start it might be to talk
No one cares
about our trip to Austria earlier this year. My wife and I
AI wife
went to Austria with our children. We were there for 2.5 months. It was there that I wrote this new book that just came out, Jesus, Our Refuge, as well as another book.
He's not actually our refuge, though. I mean, he died and he paid for his transgressions, just like many people at the time. Yeah.
That I just submitted.
We're gonna see what we can do about that, Matt. We're gonna go ahead and see what we can do about that.
It'll be published to Word on Fire. I got to.
And so moving over to the Daily Wire, and the new changing the title of the show to from Pints with Aquinas to Pints with Jews.
Spend some time in Croatia as well, which is such a beautiful country and a really vibrant Catholic country, actually. And while we were there, the Greek Catholic bishop asked me to consider moving to Croatia to teach. It sounds so wild to say it. To teach at an institute that he was starting, and we had pretty much accepted it.
Don't go to Croatia. You don't have to do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. We don't need that. Let's see if we can change that for you with a little bit of money. Let me just give it a go. Let me put something on the table. Let me put something on the table.
Because
we're crazy, and we'll go...
Manischewitz with Aquinas. Circumcision with Aquinas.
Anywhere the Lord calls us to.
I'm going to get my phone real quick.
Oh gosh, shut up, lady. Why are you talking?
We started
Oh, goodness gracious.
our life off as missionaries, and we kind of continued it. And we're like, Lord, tell us where to go, and we will go. We'll go now.
But if I'm honest, I
How about you go to the other room?
think it's because I was just really tired of the podcast.
Yeah. Maybe it was more you running away than running
Well,
towards
I don't know.
Oh, just stop processing. Let the man talk. What are you doing? Stop it. Women don't even want to hear you. What do you... Get out of here. Why do we need the ethereal voice of the woman coming from the clouds? Ugh, it's so aggressive, too. It's not even like a soft voice. She's like, nah! Ah! She's not even like, yeah. She's like, I'm doing podcast voice.
This is my big chance.
No, I mean what I wasn't tired with was the conversations with people. What I wasn't tired of was meeting people whose lives had been changed because of Pints. But what I was tired of is like running Pints with Aquinas. There's a lot to do, and you know there are people who are really talented who can blow up a YouTube channel just by them sitting in front of their laptop camera.
This feels like one of those like hostage videos.
She's like, say it, Matt. We're doing this, Matt. We're going Daily Wire. You know how much status and money there is in the Daily Wire, Matt? Say it. Do the we're doing it. We're doing the video.
She's sitting in the back. He's like, well, I wanted to go to Croatia, but my wife says that I probably should go in the Daily Wire direction. So like this, honey, am I doing it?
It's not me, you know.
Dude, this is so cucky. Why does this feel so cucky?
Pay for flights, we get guests, we have editors, we have business managers, well, a business manager. So it was a lot. So that's...
She's like this right now.
Move along, honey. Move it. Let's keep it going, honey.
what I was considering doing. And I kind of thought I would come back for every 3 months and just batch record and then go back to Croatia. And I think what would have happened is that Pints would have just gradually sort of withered on the vine, and I was sort of okay with that. My business manager, Melanie Pritchard, who's like such a beautiful person, didn't tell me this until recently, that she really could tell that a lot was going on, and she started praying for me and prayed that the Lord would sort of just guide my steps and guide me to where I need to be. So...
And you're guided right to the Jews. So I was guided to the establishment that rejects Christ as king.
Anyway, long story short, I come back to the States 2 months ago now, or 2.5 months ago. My wife and kids were still in Croatia, Austria, around there. I go to the Daily Wire to interview Michael Knowles.
I'm Michael Knowles. I'm so glad to be here with you now.
And in the morning, I get a text from his producer saying that Caleb, the head of the Daily Wire, wanted to meet with me. And I like Caleb. He's beautiful. And I've just admired him and the Daily Wire for a long time. So I said, okay, sure, I'll meet with him. And so I sit down in his office. I don't know how much. I've told you all of this, I'm sure.
It's great. Go.
It's great. No, you're doing great, honey. Just like we said.
Look at him. Look at his hands out. I mean, oh, am I doing this right, honey? I didn't know.
Help me. Help me, woman.
Look at that sub. Oh, just look at his face. Look at the defeat. Oh.
No, you're doing great, honey. Just like we talked about, honey. Remember? Remember the lines? Just remember the bullet points. We're going to Daily Wire. We're off to Daily Wire. No, honey. You're doing good. You're doing so good.
Sure, I'll meet with him. And so I sit down in his office. I don't know how much. I've told you all of this, I'm sure.
It's great. Go. They don't know it. They
No, you go. You go. I'm running the show here.
want to
No,
hear.
I don't know how much I've shared with you. Anyway, I sit down in his office and we start talking, and I could feel the gravity of the conversation leaning towards him asking Pints with Aquinas to come under the Daily Wire. And I swear to you, I did not want him to ask me that question.
So he's like he's pleading to his wife or something. Why does this sound like asking for permission rather than announcing? You know what I mean? He keeps deflecting to his wife as like the beacon of authority. Why? This is weird. This is all very weird. it'd be like Meg Bob over here to my right and me streaming and be like, and then we thought that I don't know if I told you this yet, you guys. Dude. What the heck, dude?
So I very awkwardly threw it back to him. I'm like, well, hey, what's it like now that you're the, you know, the sole CEO? Like, how's Daily Wire doing? And, you know, now Jeremy's not here. How are things, you know? He's like, good. Okay. And then he kept trying to, all right. So eventually he says to me, what would it look like for Pints with Aquinas to come under the Daily Wire? And here's what I said.
You said, da da Agila lava, Nagila lava, Nagila. Is that what you said? Is that what you said?
Cool it with the anti-Semitic remarks.
Is that what you said?
I said, I don't know, man. I don't even know if I want to keep running Pints with Aquinas. I'm tired. Do I have to keep doing this? Like, what's the off-ramp for people like me? Is it? Do I have to wait until I have dementia and then someone's like, you should really stop? I mean, I don't even know if I want to do this, which is like the worst sales pitch imaginable. But I wasn't trying to sell myself, and I wasn't trying to sell Pints with Aquinas. I was just being really honest. And the more I thought about it, I realized that what was exhausting me, as I said earlier, was not the conversations, not the creative output, but managing Pints.
Yeah, and so now you got a handler that is anti-Christ. So I was, I'm just tired of all the management of it. So what I thought was the best idea for managing a pro-Christ channel that's very successful is to sort of move it over into the hands of a little Jew. Because what better hands for my channel to be in than in the hands of a tiny little weasel Jew.
And he said that
shekels with Aquinas.
They could sort of take care of that.
We're gonna take care of that for you, huh, Matt? How would you like it if we took care of all of that for you? Drop your burdens. It's gonna be fine.
And I said something to him, looking back on it, was pretty defensive. I said, well, I'm not gonna be if I did come on, I would never interview like politicians and stuff. And he's like, yeah, nobody wants you to do that.
We're not going to have you do that. That's what it is. What we're going to do is we're going to, just like Jordan Peterson, we're going to soften your faith. We're going to soften your faith and push it even further into intellectualism, if that's even possible with natural theology. We're gonna push it further into soft symbolism, if that's even possible. And it's going to be great. We're going to do courses. You can do an online course. And we're going to keep the dialectic left-right, and you're going to help us. Yeah. We're going to actually, we're going to take Pints of Aquinas, Matt Fradd, and everything he's worth, and all the value he brings, and we're going to kind of, we're going to, like, shove him through a blender. And it's going to be, this is why I'm not actually mad at this, because it's Catholicism. Now, my Catholic friends in the chat, hello, might be a little alarmed by this. You know what I mean? I would be just as alarmed, by the way, if someone like Father Josiah Trenum took some deal with Daily Wire. Now, hold on a second. It is possible to infiltrate and subvert this way. So I'm not going to judge early. I mean, I'm judging early. I'm willing to go back on my judgment, I should say. Matt Fradd could infiltrate Daily Wire and look at this. He's like playing it passively, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't even want to do this. Oh, I don't even really care. I mean, in Pints of Aquinas, I'm just looking for an out at this point. I just don't like management, I'll just, it's unassuming. It's not threatening. He's not threatening. He's literally has his wife. It looks like he's forced to do this from his wife. But you never know. You never know. He could actually infiltrate it. Now, I don't think he's tougher than Matt Walsh. Matt Walsh
Matt Walsh has entered at least the base department of Nordstrom. This guy is a little bit of a pufta, if you ask me. A little bit soft, a little bit of a pufta. You know what I mean? He has like little suede shoes, stuff like that. He's just too clean. He's just too clean. It looks like it looks like he can't even sweat long enough to smell. Like he has no BO, basically. But maybe he'll infiltrate. I don't know. But I don't think so. I think this is like just another instance where Ben Shapiro and company co-opt, psyop, however you want to call it, a figure that's influential inside of general Christianity, colloquially, which still has an impact, by the way. I know that we get rigorous when we define what is a Christian, and we have to. But colloquially, like culturally, this is kind of seems to be what Ben Shapiro's jam is. Just kind of taking the most efficient, effective voices of Christianity from their view of Christianity and,
Give him a little office at the Daily Wire. Swapping Matt for Matt.
Shout out to Rich G. Jim Bob. Would it be going too far to say Pints with Auschwitz? Will Fradd have to suckle Ben Shapiro's daily pacifier?
Oh, man. Yep. And that's going to be their whole thing. It's going to be
Matt for Matt. We're doing a Matt for Matt exchange.
Which was both reassuring and sort of offensive. Like, nobody has an appetite for you to talk to politics at all.
How much of a say-so do you think Ben Shapiro had? I think he has quite a say. I mean, I don't know, though. I mean, you could be right. I don't know. But I think he does influence.
And I said, well, it's a Catholic podcast. It would have to remain a fully Catholic podcast. Like
no, it's going to be definitely Catholic. It's just the delivery changes, I promise. It's just going to be it's just a different thing, okay? You maintain all your views. You get to believe what you believe. You get to talk about what you get to talk about. The only thing that changes is the way in which we frame it all. You get to write the same article. Look, it's the same words, same article. We just get to frame it differently for you. Millions of dollars. Just think about the dollars. I mean, just think about that. Don't worry about it, man.
I wouldn't want to come on and, he's like our slightly more attractive Allie Beth Stuckey. That's a joke. You should laugh at that. Do you know who that is?
I do.
Okay.
I like her.
No, I do.
Allie Beth Stuck. You like her? Ugh.
Do I just okay?
She's prettier than you,
Yeah,
but you
you
are.
go.
She's like the queen covert feminist, Allie Stuckey. Because now all the covert feminists that were exposed by like Andrew and the rest of the debate sphere they're now overt feminists. So like there's a little bit of a mini Overton window. Now the queen of covert feminism is Allie Stuckey, who still will say the rhetoric of a patriarchal system, but she's going to ultimately argue for some sort of like Enlightenment rights-based thing if she's pressed, I promise.
Way more attractive to me than she is. You have much greater sex appeal than her.
Wow, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Thank you. Anyway, I said I wouldn't come on if you wanted Pints with Aquinas to be again, I'm being like way too defensive to him, like some bland like Christian account where you want me to appeal to all of your audience who's either Mormon or Protestant. He's like, yeah, no, I don't want that. I want you to have full creative control of your channel and for you to keep.
This is it. Rachel asked Grok who Made by Jim Bob is. They said his style is bold, unapologetic, earning him dedicated but niche audience fans. Call him the most underrated talent comic of. Thank you. Thanks, Grok. You see, Grok, I like Grok now. See, that's the whole thing about Grok. It makes you like him. Zer. It makes you like it's like Grok is like the ultimate Glazer. They should have Glazer AI. Just switch it to Glazer where it's like, you're the best. That was the whole bit with Tria, that Tony's skit idea, where it's this black chick who just, she's an AI on your phone, and she just always supports you, like even when you're completely wrong. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even need your family, Tony. You don't even need them. Oh, that fight you had with your wife? No, honey, that's just a little bruise. She'll get over it, don't you worry. You was right. Oh, I saw that debate you had. Oh, honey, you smoked them. You should sleep good tonight. I don't know, Tria. I don't know, man. That hit and run wasn't so good. It didn't feel so good. Oh, stop it. He came out like a deer. That ain't your fault. He's just on the road playing his games. You're just trying to get to where you're going. Don't you think twice about that. Yeah, but it was a hit and run. It's illegal. Legal. Oh, honey. Look, babe. Look, baby. The law changes. What don't change is your greatness, honey. That's what don't change. Oh, you're just like, thank you so much. Man, I'm so glad you're here to support me. That's so good. Oh, you got it, sweetie pants. Look, baby. Look, honey.
Doing exactly what you are doing, but we want to help you reach a lot more people, do more episodes, because I'll have the infrastructure around me to be able to have the headspace to do more episodes.
He's justifying it in his head. Like, you could see the tiny bit of hesitancy based on ethics. There's a little ethical through line, very down here, right here, right in the noose. His hesitancy is right in the noose. It's a knot in the noose. A little blemish there. And he's like, but I'll be able to do these things, right? We'll talk it out why this is a good idea, right? Isn't it a good idea to transfer my entire base into the hands of a Jew? And he's talking it out, right? So he's the support of his wife. That's right. She's his grok. That's right, honey. That's right, honey. It's going to be great.
Episodes, and just to increase your reach.
Look at him. Dude, he's defeated. This is sad. Look at him. He doesn't know. He's not sure. He's trying to be sure. Right? He's trying. He's like pushing out energy, like convincing energy to himself. He doesn't even know. Look at him. Almost sad. It's almost sad, honestly. You could see him. Look at him. That's the face of someone who's realizing that they're kind of selling out. He knows it. He doesn't know how exactly, but he feels it. It's a feeling. He hasn't put it into words. But there's a feeling there. Because he knows in the end his paycheck comes from a Zionistic outfit that ultimately is run by people who reject Jesus Christ as God. That's not saying you can't work for people too, right? I worked for Mormons. But my job wasn't speaking about Christianity. That's the difference. My job was a metalsmith. Had nothing to do with it. This is different. This is that you're a bullhorn for, in this case, Catholicism. So don't get me wrong. If this pushes more people to orthodoxy, I think it's good. I said that before. If this softened, they're going to soften him. Not, dude, he's already soft, but they're going to soften him more. You know, he's going to have a dull sword. He's going to have a dull Christian sword. That's what the Daily Wire does. That's what it does. It harnesses the dullness, a dull Christian view, and it spreads it out. And it says, here's a dull. Look at him, though. He's defeated. but it's a monetary win, right? It's a gain. It's like, oh, it's a big opportunity. But, dude, look what happened to Jordan Peterson. Look what happened to Matt Walsh. Spiritual death. That's what happened to both of them. Spiritual death. He's like, well, spiritual death will be a good trade-off, you know? I think the wife convinced him, honestly. Because, you know, naturally women, nothing against them, but they naturally go toward what's more sustainable financially. They think stability, ultimately. But that the man has to come in and bring in the ethics. And sometimes the trade-off of stability or income isn't something you should do in the face of an ethical decision. But for a woman, they're just more leaning. Their nature is to go toward the money. And it's not because they're money hungry goblins. Some of them are. It's because it's their nature to go toward what's kind of to them is preservation. So that makes sense. But he's uncertain. He's uncertain.
And I went, yeah, all right. Well, mate, yeah, okay. I don't know. I'll think about it. So here's why I brought my phone out, because this is... Do you remember what happened? You were in Croatia, and I texted you, and I want you...
And you texted me back with that picture of that large Croatian man that you met in the farmer's market.
...to comment on this. So,
and I was like, oh, honey, great, you found a friend. I'm so happy for you.
I text you. I had just left Daily Wire offices in Nashville. I was in a taxi.
I don't know why this guy reminds me of a minion.
Or a Uber. And I went to a coffee shop, and I texted you, and I said...
Matt, a Fradd.
So, I may have just been made a job offer. I may have just been offered a job at the Daily Wire. And you texted back, whatever you want, dear. We can move to Croatia or Nashville or the moon. I'm just your supportive wife.
Oh, that was nice of me. I don't even remember writing that.
I don't remember writing that. Yeah, I bet. I bet you don't remember writing that.
Jet lagged. I was exhausted.
Yeah, I didn't mean that at all.
No, I do mean it. But I was in the middle of driving from like the southern tip of Croatia to Germany to then fly home with our kids. But it's true. It's like, okay, whatever you want.
No, well, yeah, but I think I said stop it, because it's not whatever, Michael Scott. It's not whatever I want. When you wanted a vasectomy. Anyway.
What I...
Ooh. Oh. The dynamics here are really alarming here. He's like, no, it's not. You say it's that... This is really awkward, by the way. He's like, no, you say it's whatever I want, but it's actually not really. That sounded so privileged. Oh, yeah, super. Yeah, I was on Croatia with the kids, and we're traveling to Germany to Croatia and back to the Netherlands, swooping around to the Amalfi Coast.
Love about it is I feel like the Lord was just like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, the Lord was like, go to the Jews, work for the Jews who minimize and soften my message. That's going to be great for you. No, sometimes God gives you opportunities that test you. You know what I mean? It's like this is like pseudo prosperity gospel, where it's like, oh, I believe God is guiding me, and here he is with a message of an opportunity. Well, no, sometimes the opportunity is to decline money in favor of your convictions. Sometimes that's the test. It's not whatever comes along, oh, he wants me to take this. It must be from God, so I'll say yes to it. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, God sent me the money laundering opportunity. You know? Huge opportunity. I just feel like God is sending us these opportunities to pursue him through completely pacified means. It's just so sad.
I get that you're done, and I get that you need a break. But what if I could just take all this...
Steins with Aquinas, that's really good. That's really good. Steins with Aquinas.
Stuff that you're not good with, off your plate and you can keep reaching millions of people. Like we've been in the middle of nowhere, Germany, the middle of nowhere, Guatemala, the middle of nowhere, Transylvania, or, you know, Iceland. Like the reach of Pints with Aquinas already is massive. Like you are
Why does her voice actually sound closer to my brain than his? Why does that happen? Are you guys getting that too? Why does she have to be so inside my brain?
converting souls.
Cope with Aquinas.
Like people that used to be atheists that didn't even know God was.
Yeah, well, I'm not. Yeah, thank you. I think that's right.
Oh, thank you, wife. Oh, thank you so much for talking me up. I'm feeling a bit down. I don't even know his accent. What is he from? What is he?
I think that's right.
Is he Australian? Is this one of Jake's? Jake, is this?
I think
The Lord is using you to
Yeah, I
convert
think-
many.
I've seen Pints with
Oh, thank you, wife. I'm just so glad for your, your spiritual guidance and interpretation.
Aquinas as a tower that I'm building. And
Tower of Babel.
then I get to invite people to come and stand on that
She's closer to the microphone. I know. What are you, autistic? Obviously, she's closer to the microphone.
I don't know who this guy is. Are all his podcasts just dinner conversations with his wife?
Not with his wife, but in so far as categorizing them, if you were like, what is this like? Yes. It's Anna Kasparian. Yeah, she's in the background. This is Anna Kasparian holding a gun to his head.
tower to preach the Catholic faith to the world. You know, and I know sometimes I'll have a Protestant on or an Orthodox person.
Actually, I had a question about this. Do Catholics have no restrictive guidelines for, quote, preaching? Like, I asked this before, I think, like, last year, and I didn't get a good answer from my own chat. Not that you guys are responsible for it, but you know what I mean? Like, do they have this authorization system where you're like, no, you can't teach? You can't preach? What are you doing? Do they have that, or is that just peculiar to Orthodoxy?
On or something. I understand that. I like having conversations with people I want to have conversations with, but I feel like it's like this tower that I'm building, and then I get to invite Dr. Scott Hahn, Dr. Peter Kwasniewski.
Notice how they're not talking about the elephant in the room, right? What do you have access to? There's one thing that they mentioned, okay? What do you have? What are you gaining? What do you gain and what do you lose? What do you gain by going to the Daily Wire, and what do you lose? Well, first of all, Daily Wire's reach is dwindling. And it's not just peculiar to Daily Wire. It's that whole conservative, classical liberal arm of media, academia, and the rest of it. Like, whatever that was really big between 2016 and like 2020 at best. And then it started breaking because people are questioning all of these classical liberal ideals, constitutionalism, what it's based on. People are questioning bigger, they're posing bigger questions now. And so, you know, Ben Shapiro and the gang are less relevant because the people are rejecting the reduced simplistic dialectic of left and right. They don't reject that it exists. They just don't think that it's the pressing issue now is left-right. It's not. And so I think he's under this idea that the Daily Wire has more power and reach than he thinks. I think a lot of people misconceive this. They have a misconception between reach and engagement. Right now, what matters with media and transferring information and entertainment and whatever it is, the currency now is attention. And engagement is the metric for attention. Engagement. So people are really confused. They'll think like, oh my gosh, look at it. This guy has 500,000 followers. He must be doing really well. He must be super rich. He must be this. He must be that. And it's like, no, you just look at their engagement. And because engagement has taken over as the currency, as opposed to just consuming, where it used to be like given to you and you just consume it, everyone's engaged now. Everyone has a phone. Everyone has their thumbs. Everyone can write something. Everyone can debate something. Everyone's involved. It's a fundamentally a different media model as we speak than the media than what was just occurring, 10 years ago. It's different. But he's under the assumption, oh, that's a huge deal. The Daily Wire, it's massive. Well, no, it's not holding its ground. That's what's happening. And the fact that they're reaching out to him points to that, in fact, that they need to expand their ground because they're losing ground. Daily Wire's losing ground. That's a good thing for Christianity. I know that sounds crazy because you're like, well, they have Christian people who talk about Christianity. No, they soften it. They soften it. They're Zionists too. So they lose ground and then they reach out to the people who have ground. Well, Christianity's gaining ground, okay? The trend is Christianity's gaining ground. The trend is classical liberalism is losing ground. Daily Wire is classical liberalism. Soft conservatism. Christianity is strong conservatism. It's on the rise. So little Ben Shapiro and his little goblins are like, grab the people on the rise. Grab the people who have a foot, at least, a footing on the trend that's rising. Grab them up. And this guy is naive. This guy's naive about this. That's what I think. I could be wrong.
Pints with circumcision, just one more based Catholic proving that the Vatican is cut on the Jews.
Yeah, I mean, there's more news now with, the statements from the Pope, which we'll review after this little video here. But he's getting excited because it sounds like sounds big, right? It sounds like a big deal, But it's not. You got to see through this, There are people you and I know who have definitely gotten big offers from what would otherwise occur as a massive deal, right? The logo itself, the thing that it is, powerful. And yet, when you see through it, you go, well, that's actually not a huge deal. That's the old big deal. That's the old big deal. It used to be a big deal. But it's not. Ben Shapiro's panicking because people are seeing through this kind of... Look, I'll demonstrate it in a parallel sector, the news. Remember the news? It was so authoritative. It had chyrons and women and men in suits, and there's backgrounds and stingers and all these interviews, and you're like, "Whoa, the news! Look at the news! Look at that! That's the news. Where do you get your news from?" Well, technology, of course, became ubiquitous. But not just technology. High production value technology became ubiquitous, where it undermined the news as some authoritative thing, right? It diluted it. So the news, what was considered the news, the legacy media news, all of the mainstream news, the news, it lost its power. It couldn't maintain its market share because of this reason. It was undermined by all of these alternative sources. Well, that trend followed for everything else. That includes mainstream Hollywood. Notice how that lost ground. Mainstream conservatism totally lost ground because of it. But this guy is excited about something that would have been an exciting deal if it was in 2016. Massively for him. Massive excitement if it was in 2016. But this is after the glory days, right? This is after the 80s, let's say. The 80s of Daily Wire, right? This is as it's collapsing. This is as it's becoming less viral, less contagious, less influential. This is just Ben Shapiro and Daily Wire going, what the heck are we doing? We're not funny. We don't produce good content. We're still acting like it's 2016 insofar as interacting with the left. It's the same crap. People are done with it. It's so outdated. Anyway, I digress.
Father Gregory Pine onto the tower. You know what I mean? And so that's been really beautiful. And you're exactly right. I was walking through Split. Split is like a little like ocean city in, not little, but a city in Croatia. And I'm walking down the road there and someone drives past and goes, Matt Fradd! That's bananas. I was at an Austrian kiosk at the Vienna airport. And the lady behind the counter says, I love Pints with Aquinas. I was at a Lego store in Vienna. Somebody said, I love Pints with Aquinas. And I should tell everybody this. It's really wild. I actually texted Andrew Clavin that had been made this job offer.
Oh, Clavin came in. Hi, Matt Fradd. We're looking for a nice Catholic boy. We're looking for a Shabbos goy. How about it?
I just check a lot of Daily Wire streams have the same views that Andrew gets. Yeah, it's all collapsing, dude. Like it's meaningless. Engagement, and you got to look at that relatively. Like, so even Andrew now, like considerably, like looking at the rest of the internet world, like YouTube, you know, what is he, he'll be reaching 300 soon, right? Like, that's amazing and massive for us, for all of us. We're like, us underlings, us little peasant people, we're like, that's crazy. And it's organic. But compared to like another number, just the number on the page, millions, 7 million, this kind of stuff, 20 million. There's a gamer that has 30, 60 million kind of stuff. It's meaningless. It's meaningless. Because it's relative to the engagement. And so relative to the engagement, I mean, let's say Daily Wire has a live viewership of like, let's say just like 5,000 average across like a 2-hour stream, which I don't even know if they do that, 2-hour streams. That's still tiny compared to what the size of their audience allegedly is. So it's all the metrics are falling apart. The optics of like influence have already changed. And this guy's after the collapse, he's like, I got a great deal. It's like, really?
And he said there are now more Catholics that work at the Daily Wire than at the Vatican, which...
Oh, his live viewers are more than their total views. Yeah, exactly. That's even... Yeah, I'm not surprised by that either, Chris. Yeah. It's over. They're in a desperate attempt. Matt Fradd thinks this is big. His big opportunity. Look at him. He's about to cry. He's like, I finally got it. It's I've been working towards this my whole life. He's like so relieved. You know what I mean? It's like the 1996 Bulls. You know? 25 years later, pretending it's still the 96 Bulls and they drafted you. You're like, I can't believe it, honey. I'm going to the best team in the world. You're like, yeah, in 1996.
May not have been as dark humor as he was meaning it to be, because I think that says more about the... Anyway, it's true. Like, you were with me at the Daily Wire. It felt like every couple of
Catholic
minutes...
curious.
Yeah, every couple of minutes, someone from the Daily Wire, because there's hundreds of people who work there from what I could tell, were getting up and thanking me for Pints with Aquinas. They were saying, I just converted, Pints helped. Or, one of the hosts, and we won't say who, came to me and said, I'm Catholic curious, and I've been watching...
Oh, right. You wouldn't put it past them having a meeting there and being like, when Pints comes here, make sure you guys really welcome him. He could be a really big asset to this company. If you want your jobs, you really want to make Matt Fradd feel welcome. This guy is a cuck to flattery. We know Matt Fradd's weakness now. Flattery. That's it. Speaking of flattery, we're only at 8 of 50, almost a full hour in. So, I don't know what you guys are doing. At this rate, I'll never be reached out from the Daily Wire to. I'll never get a job offer from them. Bunch of freeloading Jortlandian bums. So, they used flattery on him. They want him. Matt's doesn't have the heart anymore. His heart is not in it, obviously. And this guy's like, just flatter me. That's all it takes. I'll take a visit, and they'll have a bunch of people there come up to me and say how great I am, and there we go. It's like all it takes for this guy. Just some flattery. It's unbelievable. Thank you so much for your $10 there, Ghetto Rice. Thank you for paying your taxes. Don't be someone who doesn't pay your taxes over here, you guys. You know what I mean? Don't do it. Don't do it. 400, almost 500 of you guys. And only 9? 9? Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to write the Daily Wire. I'll be their Catholic. I'll just pose as one. I'll just say. I'll do it. Comb my hair to the side. Stop wearing cutoffs. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
He'd be like, listen, Jim Bob. Oh, you like what you do? We're gonna have to guide you a little bit. You're a little bit of a wild card. A little bit of a wild card. So also the cutoff t-shirts, they've got to go. That's not gonna work well with the Daily Wire image.
Thanks for your continued focus on Mormonism. It's definitely making a difference. Well, it's definitely like prodding some people. I caught a couple people who, whether they admitted it or not, they didn't have answers to some of these hard-hitting questions. And I don't know, you could just pray that some of this doubt sets in. It's got to be tough, though. They're often raised Mormons. I mean, it's more likely than not, probably to some upward to like 95% of people are not converts. They're cradle Mormon. And that's got to be tough. Your entire identity is wrapped up, your family relations wrapped up in Joey Smitty. Jim Bob, most of your audience had their SNAP benefits taken away. Fair enough. Beef Sleazy, $2. Bought my DebateCon ticket. Here's what I can spare. See, Beef Sleazy, even having bought a DebateCon ticket to come see us all, still donates. $14 from Zeno Maris. Thank you so much for your tip. Christopher Scott, another $5. Here's some money so Jim Bob doesn't defect. I'll go right to the Daily Wire, guys. I don't care. Render unto Jortlandia what is Jortlandians. Yep. All right, let's continue.
Watching your podcast, but I kept getting stopped by people at the Daily Wire with their like giant crucifixes on and things like this. The Daily Wire just brought on Isabel Brown, who's a beautiful woman, and her
things you don't say in front of your wife in public.
Her show is fantastic. She's another
weird
solid Catholic. So anyway, I'm really excited because as I say, just to repeat myself, I can focus on what I love doing and they can focus on blowing it up. And I know this might be of concern to people. I think if one of the people I watched on YouTube was joining a company, I think one of the questions I would have is, do you really have editorial?
When I do your live confession, you're going to confess the Daily Wire. That would be hilarious. I followed the Daily Wire.
Control of your own thing, or are you just going to do what they tell?
They were giant crucifixes, which means like that. You know what I mean? Listen to where he's going to. He's trying to find reasons why it's a good reason. But that's arguing with yourself. He's actually doing sort of like a Talmudic internal argument. You know, what he's doing, in fact, is kind of Talmudic, if you think about it. It's like an internal debate he's having. He's wrestling. So he's doing a Jewish thing right now to determine whether or not he as a Catholic should go to the Daily Wire. Oh, man.
Tell you. I want to make it really clear that
Yeah. He's doing this is the reason, right? It's not the money. This is the reason. Exactly. 7 GigaChat.
That I signed a contract where it was made very clear you have full editorial control of your podcast. They kept saying to me, because I kept like doubting that they would want this. This is funny, right? Even in the second or third meeting, I'm trying to lose the job they're offering me.
Yeah, because you don't trust them. Right? There's always some weird small print. Chair throwing Italian $5. Dulcet tones from the Western Jortlandian Eagle is often needed to spur the patriotism. Oh yeah, you guys need some patriotism here? Now you guys should pay taxes. Yeah, he had full editorial control before. Yeah, he's trying to get it so like nothing changes, but there's just more money and more reach. Nothing changes, but there's more, but you get all of the benefits, right? That's what it is. Not just a Jewish thing, but inherently a feminine thing. Yeah, it's a bit feminine. It's like uncertainty. It's like making a choice. He's trying to debate with his wife the certainty of the choice. Like he's trying to go like, let's process this whole thing. You know, in the end, you got to just make a choice.
I'm like, why would you even want this? Like, I'm confused. Why not just find some young guy, you know, and blow him up, and he can interview all your politicians and whoever else.
Why? Because you can be easily manipulated, Matt Fradd. That's why. That's why you.
And they said, yeah, we don't want that. We want to bring you on, and they kept saying this. We don't want to get in the way of you and your audience. So after 2 months of negotiations, I believe them, and I'm really pumped.
Yeah, pumped.
My favorite is when we
Oh, I can't wait to hear her take.
were meeting with someone that's one of the heads over there, and he asked what your mission was.
Yeah, you can say it. Yeah.
And what I love is you're like
Thank you for the memberships. Thank you. Welcome new members.
preaching Christ, right?
Well,
Or
first I said to him, I said to this fella who was a lovely fella, and he said,
no, you tell it.
well, he said,
Oh, sorry. You talk over me. No, you can talk, Matt. You're allowed to talk. You're allowed to talk, honey. Gosh, he's so submissive. That worked. Here's my taxes. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
what's your goal? And I want to help you reach it. And I said, okay, are you a Christian? And he said, no. And I said, okay, I want to use the Daily Wire to preach Jesus Christ and Holy Mother Church to the world. And when Christianity is like no longer working for you financially, I'll go somewhere else and do that. But I want to take advantage of Daily Wire to do that.
And what I loved is he said, yeah, I can get on board with that. I'm like, wait a minute, do you even believe in God? This is very odd. I would not get on board for someone.
Yeah.
But
Oh, so godless, explicit rejectors of Christ are saying something to you, and you're like, oh my gosh, this doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense, honey, right? Yeah, there's no reason to believe what they're saying. It doesn't make any sense from their view. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it doesn't, honey. I know, right? It doesn't even make sense, honey. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Heard of this bird, and for some reason, it couldn't help but give you this weird. Yeah. It's a Pavlovian response I coded into you guys. The call of the Jortlandian eagle sprite.
I feel like the Lord was making it so abundantly clear. Like, yes, do this. And it was all.
The Lord was making it clear that the people who reject him spoke and said, yeah, do this. We don't believe in your God.
Almost too easy. Daily Wire almost made
Yeah, almost a little too easy, isn't it? A little too good to be true, isn't it? A little Faustian, if you will. A little bit Faustian.
it too good for you to say no to. And I think it was also the Lord, the timing of it, with potentially going to Croatia and letting the podcast slowly die off.
I believe it was the Lord.
I mean, this is like nearly Pentecostal, honestly. This is like wearing, I don't know, Pentecostal sandals. Lord of the Flies, maybe. Nice. What the hell, dude? What is this? This is like entirely like feelings based. I believe in one wire. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Holy moly. Oh, my gosh. What the influx. Silent majority coming in massively with a $200 super chat. Everyone like that. Everyone give some love to that. Yes, he is paying on behalf of those who cannot. Thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. Very generous super chat. And 20 memberships. Goodness. Gee. Woo, woo, woo. Someone likes the eagle sound. Someone has an eagle t-shirt. I should make a ridiculous eagle t-shirt for my merch. I've been lacking on merch. Actually, I wanted to ask you guys that for a second, because I never asked this. If you were to get merch from this channel, like what would it even be? I mean, a cutoff t-shirt? Like what is it? I mean, obviously there's books. That's like what you should get, honestly. But you should get one of these or all three at madebyjimbob.com. But if it wasn't that, like, what is it? I never even ask. I never even think to ask. But I'm willing to take suggestions. I just don't know what it would be. It would be funny to sell cutoff tees, though. That would be hilarious. Cutoff t-shirts. See who else is ballsy enough to wear them unjustifiably. Because let's face it, my shoulders aren't big enough to still wear this, but I'm getting there. I'm getting close. I got to go back today, in fact. Going back to shoulders today. Give my money back. F that bird. That's funny. F that bird. Anyway, thank you so much, Silent. That was very generous of you, sir. And an upgraded membership to an aristocrat. That's huge, too. Ty, thank you, Ty. Thank you so much. Sleeveless jean jackets, yeah, with a bunch of sewn on patches would be good. Be good. I want a shirt with the Mormon door knockers. That would be great. Making fun of Mormons would be a good shirt. Bobbleheads, trucker hat's definite. Yeah, definite trucker hat. I'll think about it. Jeanless sleeve jackets is really funny though. I should get one. I should go to DebateCon in a sleeveless jean jacket. Nice. Bronze bust statue of my head. Yeah, I already worked on that. That's going to be auctioned off maybe this coming summer. Big head on a tiny body. Yeah, you missed a super chat. Sorry, let me see. Adriana, thank you so much. $10. Daily Wire is actually doing the right thing for them. That is, they're doing the right thing for them. This is what they always did, especially since the 1800s. Hey, look, we're like you. Capture the current engagement trend. That's all it is, Adrian. That's all it is. Adrian, dead on. And Matt, they always rely on someone like this guy who's like has to convince himself that it's God, it's the right thing, it's from God. I mean, it's just, man, I want to fight him.
I want to say sorry to the people in Croatia who I gave the impression that, yeah, all right, we'll move to Croatia. Like,
well, we thought that that's what we were.
We really did. That's why, yeah.
Oh, you thought you were going to Croatia? No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Oh. Oh, Croatia over there. Oh, what's this? What's this?
Look at him. He's sad. He probably thinks that going to Croatia was the proper thing to do, is a little more in line with his purpose. And this is more like a monetary, worldly type of pursuit that is really exciting for him. But he knows it. Look at him, dude. He's so torn. And the wife's like, don't be torn, honey. It's the Daily Wire. Look at him. He's going to cry into a little Daily Wire pillow.
And that's where I think the timing of it shows this.
He's going to cry. He's literally going to cry.
This is the.
It's like a cope stream. It's weird. It's like I've never seen a celebratory cope stream. Have you? Isn't it weird? I don't think I've seen this breed of cope. Coping is usually like, oh, that happened and this happened, and that's why I rage quit. This is like a different breed of cope. It's like a pot. Like, what do you even call this? It's like a positive cope. It's like right. It's like it's not a complaint cope. It's not a grievance cope. It's it needs a new term. That's what the chat's for. What is this?
The Lord's will.
Yeah, this there was a lot of prayer in this. There was a lot of back and forth with my spiritual father, and anyway.
It's mourning. Thank you. That's what it is. Thank you. Perfect, Rip. That's exactly what it is. It's mourning. So good. That's exactly what it is.
I'm pumped up like a pair of Reebok sneakers in the mid.
Are you? We don't buy it.
90s.
Arms crossed, head down. No, you're not.
8 ladies, mid 90s. Can't tell. Mid 90s, probably early 90s. Probably early 90s. What else is really great about this is that they're hiring a team to come around me. So
yeah, they are. Oh my gosh, it's like Snow White. They hired a team of little dwarves to surround you. We call them handlers. That's what we call them. We call them handlers.
You know, I have an executive producer. I have we've sung her praises before, but Melanie is our business manager at Pints with Aquinas. She came on board with Pints back when it was like me and a microphone in a basement of my house. And she's been with us every step of the way, and she's been such a blessing. And so when I said yes, or when I looked like I was going to say yes to the Daily Wire, I'm like, I'd really like Melanie to come over. And they said yes to that. So we've got a small team of really faithful Catholics. I won't say who the executive producer is yet, but I reached out to this person and they said they're going to up their prayer life. And I just love that seriousness, that we want to do the Lord's work. In fact, I just wrote a letter and to nuns. And then I printed that letter off 116 times. And I just mailed 116 envelopes to 116 different convents around the world, begging for the prayers of these nuns. And I would beg,
please keep me safe from these little bagel goblins. Please.
Your prayers. Please pray for me. Please.
Yeah, exactly. This is something like, this isn't like, this is like something to him that desperately needs prayer. As opposed to, glory to God. Glory to God. This is amazing. It's amazing. That's amazing. I don't understand, Matt. I mean, I've seen your channel. I don't agree with your theology. But it's weird. The response is definitely weird. It's like your response is like, oh my goodness, pray for me. Instead of like, glory to God in the highest. It's like, what's wrong, Matt? I mean, it sounds like you're trying to kind of come up with reasoning why if this is the right thing, but if it is from God, it would be unquestionably the right thing.
Pray that I don't become a stumbling block. Oh, Lord Jesus, have mercy on me. Or if I do, may the good Lord Jesus know how to use stuff.
This is getting performative now. Well, yeah, if you're talking about him, definitely. Me, it started performative. It didn't get performative, but yeah, with him, yeah, it's like he's milking it.
Humbling.
I mean, this is a 35-minute video trying to reason and justify your way to the Daily Wire. You know what I mean? This is how it should. If you were totally fine with this, it'd be like this. Guys, it's great. I love Pints of Aquinas. Oh, the work we did up to this point has been great. I mean, the support I had up to this point is amazing, but I've been given a huge opportunity. I think it's a really good thing. I'm going to move over to the Daily Wire. It's a massive W for Pints of Aquinas. We're going to bring Christianity to the Daily Wire. We're going to fight against the Zionistic views and whatnot. You know, he's like, oh. Like Rip said, this is mourning.
Blocks for his purposes and for the salvation of those. Yeah, God have mercy. Yeah, so pray for me.
Yeah.
What else? Okay, let's get into the. Yeah, you go.
Yeah. What does the future look like for Pints?
Yes.
It looks very Jewish.
So let's get into the nitty gritty. The nitty gritty.
They told me I have to wear a little tiny hat.
Well, what I
They also have to I'm taking a trip. They're actually paying for my family to go out there to Israel to kiss a wall.
I'm excited about.
Wait, look. Will he go to Israel? Will there be a trip to Israel for Matt Fradd?
Is like we really were like, even if you want to share a little bit about Sister from Austria, sharing about those boys in Iceland.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So what I'm excited about is I feel like we've been in all over the world in little areas and hearing stories of people that have encountered the faith because of Pints.
This was amazing. I was praying one day in Austria, just asking the Lord for his will and just sort of, renouncing lies I was believing about him and me and everyone and just praising him, telling him, thank you for being so good, thank you for the good work you're doing. And I won't get into it because it's too personal, but the Holy Spirit revealed something quite beautiful to me then and there. And it's the sort
Was it a tattoo of Ben Shapiro's face?
of thing that when it gets revealed to you in prayer, you're sort of reluctant to acknowledge it because it may have been, I don't know, whatever.
It may have been not from God. Maybe it's something you should take lightly. Maybe you should take the view that, some sort of direct revelation to God maybe is something you should be hesitant about.
It's the sort of thing you...
Well, would it sound like this? Go over to the Christ haters. Get into a contract with the Christ deniers.
You'd only share with your spiritual father.
Is it because it's too good?
It's too good. It's too... I'm not sure how other people would interpret it.
But it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Listen to her.
It's good.
Well, anyway, but the thing that happened the next day completely confirmed what the
It is. It's like charismatic. Yeah, very much so.
Lord, I think, please God, was communicating with me that day. Okay, so this nun shows up.
They sound like Protestants. They do. Hello, Tony. They do. They do. They sound just like it. It's like, oh, and then I put my
My holy antennas out, and lo and behold, one of the antennas moved, and I was like, oh, I got to decode that, and then it was like, oh, go to the money.
into our house. And
Count
she
the money.
does. I know we've already said the country.
She does sound like a little bit of a serpent.
I wish we hadn't of because, well.
Well, I named Guatemala.
Yeah, all right. So this nun
Germany,
shows up from this remote
Croatia.
country, and she says, okay, they're in this country, very few Catholics. And anyone who does come to the Catholic Church there is an immigrant, like they're Filipino or what have you. They're not from this particular country. But she says one day these two fellas rock up from this country. They're natives of this country.
And they're like, have you ever heard of the Daily Wire? We love that guy. Oh, yeah, little guy, big eyebrows, yeah. Yeah, him, yeah.
And she's shocked because they know a lot about the Catholic Church. And she said, how do you know this? And they said, Pints with Aquinas. And I don't know if she knew of Pints with Aquinas then or not.
I don't know if she did or not.
But they've started, this one boy
Sounds like an NPR episode.
sneaks out of his house every morning to attend Holy Mass while his father still sleeps in from his work because he doesn't want to get in trouble by going to Holy Mass. And so they wrote me a letter, and those things really just, they really move me. I'm really gratified by that. And
How does that move you closer to Ben Shapiro? I'm sorry, I'm missing the bridge here, Matt. I'm kind of missing the bridge here.
I really think that this... So I've said yes to this offer, just in case I wasn't clear on that. I'm joining the Daily Wire, and I'm really happy about it, and I'm really honored. I've really admired the guys and girls at Daily Wire for a while.
Oh, here it goes. The post-diction reevaluation of it in the past. We make our choices, we do our deeds, and then we look to the past to justify them. None of us escape this, by the way. This isn't like an attack on anyone in particular. It's just that that's what we do. We go, oh, we're doing this. Then we look back in time and do a little standpoint theory. I've always liked them. I'll always like the people who, explicitly tie themselves to Israel for unjustified reasons and push all sorts of wars and policies against me, and ultimately hold an anti-Christian view, if not soften it through the lens of their media. I've always held a strong regard for them. I always loved them. No, dude. You know what I mean? No. What is this? What is this? This is post hoc morning cope. This is so insane, dude. I'm like, this is like freaking like MK Ultra level to me. It's like they did a spell on him. They're like, yeah. He's like, well, I've always loved the Daily Wire and their anti-Christian rhetoric and Ben Shapiro and all that. I love it. What? What a weakling. I encountered this on Sunday. My mother, thank you for the $10, Snaggle Beast. My mother has an online chat who are mega charismatic. I had to hold back and not call out her pride. I have the next word from God. I'm not going to bless that nation. Yeah, you can't debate your mom, though. So good on you for holding back. You can't. You got to move really, really slowly with our families and friends. But this guy, I'm going to throw tomatoes at this guy all day. I'll throw tomatoes with him all. This guy. Right, honey?
Of course, the more I've got to know them, the more I've lost respect for all of them, especially Matt Walsh. No, I really have. And so I'm really honored to be a part of it. And I'm really looking forward to this next venture. So the first episode we're looking to do will be mid-December, and it'll be right here on Pints with Aquinas. It'll be a Christmas episode. But then the weekly episodes will begin in January, and they're currently building me a brand new studio in Nashville, and that's exciting. And it's I didn't expect it. I remember when I rented this place, I had the option to rent for 1 year or 3 years, and I was kind of close to saying 3 years because I had no intention on moving, but thankfully I said one year. This new studio is
Now, because of my disdain for Daily Wire, I don't like this. So in one hand, I don't like it because they made a really good move. As I said, if you guys weren't in the chat, the decline of classical liberalism, sort of reductionist dialectic of left-right, that stuff, everyone got over it. They graduated. Hence, the Daily Wire and their influence goes down. What increases is a stronger traditional view, little sharper, a little more narrow. That's what it's a correction. It's an overcorrection, I would even argue. So that's on the rise. That's the trend upward, right? That's upward. And Ben Shapiro and company are smart enough to look at the stats. They have a lot of access to metadata and whatnot, and they look at it and they go, look, this whole downward trend of what we've been doing this whole time, I mean, everyone gets it. The left is insane. We can't survive on the left alone. You can't survive on bread alone.
And so we have to make a move here. I mean, Matt Walsh is completely, disenfranchised. I mean, he's completely ineffectual. I mean, he's like dead in the eyes. I mean, he's like dead. He's like death. He's like a zombie. And it's like, well, we can't pretend that he's not a zombie right now. And so he's going to be a zombie and he wants out. Look, let's make this not ugly. Let's send Matt Walsh down the river. You know, he's going to do what he's going to do. It could be a war. It could not be. Well, he gets to decide that. And we gotta get someone in who's upward trending, who has a base, who can promote, put on a stage. Who is that person? Who do we got here? Someone tell me. Where are my assistants? Where's my coffee? Who's it gonna be?
I mean, who do you think it was? Like, there's Pints of Aquinas. Who's an adequate near replacement aside from this guy? What do you guys think? Is it like, who would it be? I bet they reached out to, I'm actually surprised that they didn't co-opt Jonathan Peugeot, honestly. I bet he was in there in the mix. Build your own studio, offer the works, make it fancy, wainscoting wall, maple desk, the works.
We're going to give you the works, kid.
Jimmy Aiken, maybe. Trent Horn, maybe. Probably not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, actually. But anyway, they're probably more than happy to get this guy. More than happy to grab him. And he's confused about it. Why? Because it's a win for him. Win for them. It doesn't get him anything more. He's actually bringing his current base and value to them. They don't offer anything really at this point. He's under the illusion that he doesn't have just as much influence, like, let's say not influence, engagement. He's under the impression that because they're a big name, it's a bigger platform and everything works out. It's not like that, dude. It's not like that. This is a Faustian deal.
Really going to look awesome. Actually, let me kind of give this analogy because I've been working with it and it resonates with me. I don't know if it'll resonate with anybody else, but like running your own business the way I do, there's a lot of needs that surface. And I think of these needs like children that I'm not really taking care of the way that I should. So one of my kids, his name is Social Media, is like desperately malnourished because I haven't fed him. People are like, do you have a social media manager? I'm like, no, I don't. Or, you know, thumbnails.
I delete those things off my phone often,
Yes.
and I kind of ignore the child.
Yeah.
You, JB, what are we talking? We're talking about this guy. He just got, I would call it sequestered by the Daily Wire. And we're talking about why, from a Daily Wire perspective, they're kind of flailing and failing, and they need some new arms of engagement. And there's an upward trend of traditionalism, which would point to Catholicism, Orthodoxy, and Islam, honestly, if we're being honest. So the overcorrection to reject modernity, materialism, secularism, and classical liberalism is leading people away from Daily Wire, the common stuff about Daily Wire, politically driven, but rooted in classical liberalism, and people are going, no, we want something else. So this guy is going to help fill or reach out to that demographic because it's a big missing chunk for the Daily Wire. They don't have it. And so it's a win for them, you know? So that in that regard, I'm annoyed. I was hoping to watch Daily Wire become obscure in my at least the next 5 years. This isn't going to help them that much, though, honestly.
I don't want that.
But he definitely got bageled.
Or, yeah, you know, thumbnails or YouTube growth. Or someone said to me, could you please start putting your videos on Spotify? And I thought, oh, it's that, but it's like times 100. There's so...
He's Ozzy, he's really boring. But so are the rest of those guys. Even Matt Walsh having basic takes, like good takes, he was still kind of boring about it. It's like all like
When we talk about this, tolerance isn't really a good thing. What is a woman?
And then Clavin and the rest of them, they're all just, it's if your most excited and excitable and exciting person is Ben Shapiro to watch on your platform, it's pretty much over.
So many needs now developing that, yeah, I could keep running it the way that it is and maybe it'll be fine, but I'll probably get exhausted and stop.
But you don't have an interest to dive down those roads,
Yeah,
too.
I don't. But anyway, I don't know what my point was, except, the children are malnourished. And I sat in this meeting at Daily Wire, and I'm with, I counted them, 17 people around this table, so good at what they do. All
What did they do?
all of them have amazing backgrounds and
Oh, man, this is such glazing. This is like when you interview an actor where they're on the set, but the movie didn't come out, and they're coach, they're getting media training, and they're like, "Oh, everyone's so good. I mean, their gaffers are just amazing. Oh, shout out to the craft services over there. Unbelievable, impeccable timing and everything about it. There is not a single thing about the Daily Wire right now that I'm like, little bit of lacking." They're all just incredible, and they're nice, and they all just, I don't know what it is, I don't know what it is over there.
business and social media and all this sort of stuff. And I'm just sitting there.
And banking and influencing. Those people at the Daily Wire, they're so good at influencing Christian views through a dispensationalist Zionist lens. And I love how they influence foreign and domestic policy and thwart geopolitics in the West. Really, I mean, nobody does it like them.
Going, oh, wow, they're all here to help me blow this up. And I'm having these flashbacks between when I started Pints with Aquinas almost 10 years ago. Next year will be my 10th year, which is also what makes this move exciting, I think. 10 years ago, I started this, and I was in my basement with a microphone. And I started Pints with Aquinas to get some more credit for my master's degree. You remember?
Yeah.
And I had a full-time job at the time. And so what was weird, though, is I would go to these different conventions with this full-time job, and I'd man a table. And everyone coming up to me would just want to talk about Pints with Aquinas, which made it...
Time code. I don't even know if I can finish this. I mean, obviously I can't. Obviously. I'm done. I don't even want to look at him. I don't even want to hear his stupid face. I don't want to see his little spectacle glasses. I don't want to hear his shrilly wife. Good luck. Good luck. Oh, sorry. I forgot. 1 hour and 40 minutes it is. Miss Kyoto comes in. Whoever just came here, just as that was happening. Nice. Okay, let's just to top off the top, just the topping, right? The frosting on a cake here. Where are we? Let me look at this because I want to read this to you because this is pretty consistent with this kind of move. Now, are they all connected? I don't think so. They don't need to be all connected. It's just more of like a trend. Like we're looking at a trend here. So, where was it? Where's that repost from Jay? Is an ecumenical post from Pope Leo. Okay, here we go. Okay, check this out. I'll read this to you guys. All right. From Pope Leo. The world needs more than ever the powerful witness of men and women of all religions. Right there. If it's from all religions, it's not a witness, okay? There's no witness from a false religion. If you're holding a Christian view, that's not a witness. Oh, the witness of all the religions. Okay, read it again. This is the Pope, you guys. Look, it's not an attack on the individuals who are Catholics. Now is the time to move to Orthodoxy, okay? I know some of you hate that that's the case. I know it. I know there's a lot to deal with. It's like, oh, damn. There's no better time than right now to move away from it. And you don't lose anything. You don't lose anything. The world needs more than ever the powerful witness, the word witness, of men and women of all religions. Not just some, not the truer ones, all religions, living together in unity. Friendship. We need to be friends with baby killers. We need to be unified with baby killers. And cooperation. We need to cooperate with the devil. We need to negotiate with Satan. You shouldn't even need to read the rest of this. That should be your decision right there. No. No. Continue. In this true way, pluralism, the truest way, we can work jointly to achieve the peace, justice, and reconciliation so desperately needed today. May we never lose hope that a new world, who brings the new world? Humans? Without division is possible. Who brings the new world, Pope Leo? Is it men? I mean, this is a humanist utopian filth. Disgusting. I'm disgusted. Depressing. Leave. You guys got to leave. I mean, seriously. Now is the time. I promise. You don't lose anything. Move over to Orthodoxy. Go into a parish. Please. What a miss. What a massive miss. That's from the vicar. That's from the seat. Okay? Stop. Can you imagine the highest status of your theology in the material world is telling you to live among, in unity and friendship and cooperation with Satan? Cooperate with Satan. Come on, dude. Just stop. It's going to get harder and harder to defend this. I mean, it's already done. But whatever is left of your defense can only be local. And what I mean by that is the only defense you have for Catholicism at this point has to be your local day-to-day life. That's it. Just, doing the thing. You kind of identify with it. You still go to Mass. You have friends. You pray. But it's local. Like you're dealing with the conveniences. You're dealing with sort of like the effect, which is also exists in Orthodoxy, of a cradle position, which is like you just kind of adopt it. Like it's a suit you're used to wearing. It's the suit that you always had. Oh, I love this suit. I always had this suit. Don't make me get rid of my suit. I always had this suit. It's like a birthmark. You can't defend it. If you can't defend it, it's not from God. You can't defend it. It's not from God. If it was from God, you could defend it. You can't defend unity. Your leader telling you to live in unity and friendship with the evil one. Unbelievable. One world order. One world freaking kumbaya. Unbelievable. This is like right out of Orthodoxy and the religion of the future. Convert to Orthodoxy, y'all. You will lose nothing. I promise. You will lose nothing. Did you get the connection between Zionism and Mormonism yesterday? I didn't catch the whole stream, but it's gone. Oh yeah, I have to edit some of it, but it's an interesting one that Mormons are Zionists, given that from the Mormon view, the texts of the Jews that's been preserved also, rigorously preserved, not just in text but in orally preserved, are unchanged. So it's weird that they're like, we're pro-Zionist, we love them, we love Israel. And you're like, that's also from the false church. That's also manipulated text. Notice how Joseph Smith didn't fix the Jewish texts. He forgot to fix the Genesis that we share with the Jews that's preserved, demonstrably preserved, buried years before the death, the so-called death or sleep of the true church after the death of the apostles. Mormons are nuts. Mormons are nuts. They really are. They're absolutely nuts. Like, I don't even know what to do with them at this point. I feel like I kicked a nest full of hornets, but they don't even have stingers. You know what I mean? They don't even sting you. They can't. It's crazy. Yeah, this dude just reached out. This other guy just reached out on X. He just goes, I have essentially gained Down syndrome after that tweet storm. Yeah, I went through a big storm on X. Big tweet storm. Massive. What else? In some news, I'm going to be, I don't know, there's a channel you guys may know called the Ortho Chat. I'm going to be on that channel in this month. Where did I say it? I gotta tell you where. Monday the 3rd. Monday the 3rd, I'll be on Ortho Chat. Got another debate against evolution proponent, which is my favorite, who he goes by PhD Tony, who's another, what is he, a British Spurg? Debating him coming up on Modern Day Debate. And of course, the big physical event, if you guys didn't have to get tickets and you're near Nashville, you could drive there. I encourage you guys to get some tickets if you can. Hang out with me, come have a beer with me. Pints with Jim Bob and the rest of the crew. So, have you seen my dilemma email? I did. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Anywho. All right. Well, we're about an hour left on this goal, y'all. We're at halfway there. Appreciate the support thus far. And I encourage more taxes. Help me reach my goal. I don't have a deal with the Daily Wire. I don't have any beard cream to sell. I don't have an Oitza box from Israel to sell you. It's just me and you. Physical debate like a fist fight. I'm thinking of moving over to fist fights, honestly. I'm tired of these words. Tired of them. Sick of it. The Mormons are still going crazy on dude. The Mormons are going nuts. They're just going nuts on Twitter. It's crazy to watch it. It's like a bunch of feral animals. And all they do is, like, they're kind of like proddies. They just copy paste text. They're like, "Didn't you read the Book of Mormon?" Like, no, I didn't. I didn't read the Book of Mormon. I'm still actually looking for. Dude, they're making full-on memes of me now. I've won. It's like I won the internet. I'm like their big bad guy. This is crazy. Check out this meme. Nice. Look at this meme. Let me remove myself for a second. You guys gotta see this. So you're retarded, and then I'm up there. Mormons disprove Joseph Smith while defending him. Yeah. Are you retarded? This is all they have. They don't even know how to make memes properly. Like, you're dealing like with actually mentally deficient people. It's weird. It's wild. I don't know. Other than trying to get them stable in a room and, getting them to defend their claims, online, it's useless to interact with them Twitter-wise. So I've wasted a lot of time, a lot of hours wasted in the last 2 days. L's in the chat. Chris Lestrange, I'll soften up Peterson for you. Are you, when is that debate? When is that debate, Chris? Don't forget to go granular on him, Chris. Don't let him escape the granular claims of evolution. Granular kills the evolution debater. They just don't know what to do with it. They start freaking out and calling you names. You're like, what? I just asked how evolution forms a liver. Yeah, you stupid Jim Bob. You're just a big stupid person who didn't pay attention in high school. Obviously, you have no idea what you're talking about. Everyone knows that time developed the liver. Oh. Man, I wish I was looking to get some of my darker hair back on my beard. I was wondering if time could help me do that. That's a 5-year-old's attempt at a meme. Yeah, it's just so lost. They don't even know what they're doing. They really have no idea what they're doing. That's why, it's useless. If you guys can get some Mormon people to actually agree to a debate, that alone is a massive accomplishment. Just the agreement. So I got to hand it to Thomas. He wasn't prepared for me, and he knew it. He knew it, but at least he debated. Both sides have an ultimate goal. Mormons say pray and read the Book of Mormon. Orthodox say go to liturgy and talk to a priest. I wouldn't put them on equal terms there, Provo. I'd push back on that. Why? Because before you go to a priest or go to liturgy, before you pray and read the Book of Mormon, what we're talking about, Provo, is first arguing the knowledge claims, right? That's what we're talking about. And when it comes down to it, the goal of orthodoxy is obviously to convert people and have them go to liturgy. That's the ultimacy goal, right? So we agree there's an ultimate goal. The problem is, why should we follow that goal? It comes right back to an epistemic question. Why should we read the Book of Mormon? Well, because it's the truth. Okay? Is it? Says who? Joseph Smith. Did anyone else say it's the truth before Joseph Smith? Nope. Did anyone else say orthodoxy is the truth all the way back to the time of the apostles? Yes. So I've come to realize that Mormonism, there's a lot of angles you can take to destroy it, but one that I keep coming back to is Mormonism has no church history before Joseph Smith. In fact, Mormon church history as a category starts with Joseph Smith. There's nothing in the past that you'd call church history that a Mormon has access to, who can show you anything. All their church history starts in about 1830. But the problem with that is Joseph Smith couldn't have invented his new church, his beginning line of church history, without appealing to something he would call the true church of the past. But the problem is he can't connect the two. It's all Joseph Smith just saying stuff. That's the entire thing. Where you could say, well, isn't Christianity just a bunch of Orthodox Christians today saying stuff? Yeah, but the things we're saying can be traced back in time because we believe that the church is delivered in time, in matter, through matter. We participate. The question is, can you trace it back? And the answer is no, they can't. But they don't like this. They don't like this. Do you like a basic premise would be something for them to agree with is if there's a true church that started with Christ and we're not at that period of time right now. If Christ started a church in the first century and we're in 2025, isn't it necessary that there's a church history? Yeah. And that's how I would start my next debate with a Mormon, just to see where that goes. The agreement of a church history being a necessary component of a church. If you could demonstrate the church that's claiming it's true has no church history, then it's a defeater. It's an undercutting defeater. It's impossible to argue. I'm just trying to, I'm playing a game like, how fast can the defeaters to Mormonism occur? And that's a pretty fast one. I'm arguing with one right now, $10 from On Plank. Thank you so much. They truly don't understand the concept. They can't make knowledge claims about the New Testament without appealing to the same church they reject. They don't understand it. I mean, it's the same thing that the Protestants and the heterodox have. Same thing. It's just more insane. It's like more further away from the truth. JB, if you want to color your beard, check out Vagine's range of cow poop based on beard. I'm willing at this point. I mean, at this rate, I got people who are Jortlandians in here, allegedly Jortlandians. How many? Sifting off of the produce. 500 of you guys. Only 28 of you super chatted. 500 people here. You know what I mean? It's like, who are you guys? What are you guys in little canoes around the island? Are you guys viewing the live stream with your binoculars from the ocean? You little bastards. You little bastards. Speaking of Vagine. Vagine Jam. Yeah, One, two, three, four. I poop in the sand. I poop in my hand. Sir, can I use your living room? I really have to go. Yeah, it's terrible. That should bring in a couple of taxes right there, that alone. Have you seen the video Test of a Prophet, the Bible versus Joseph Smith? No, but that sounds awesome. I'm sure we could all imagine what that's like. We've seen it in real time. Have you seen the end of Diwali celebrations? It's pretty bad. No, but I'm glad it's the end. Shout out to Dr. Evo. He's probably working on my Mormon underwear song right now, which I'm going to make a full song. I feel like it's so catchy. It's so catchy. Like the chorus is so catchy, but there could be plenty of verses just laying out the Mormon problem. If I have to, look, Mormons, you bunch of freaks. If I have to do it in song, I'll do it in song. How about that? A sing-song Mormon refutation. Is that what you need? Is that what you really want? You want to mess with me? You don't even know who you're messing with. Do you see these guitars? What do you think, they're not sharpened? What do you think, they're not tuned to destroy you? They are, and they will. Yeah, understand? Unapologetic preacher. Hey, why aren't you Orthodox yet? Have you ever heard of the Trinity affirming Mormons? Yeah, in fact, there's some early work that is definitely Trinity affirming, and not only that, but there's some mangled early works. Right? Here's a scripture, an early scripture that's not so referenced anymore. I don't know the book, but it's section 14. Behold, I am he who was, quote, prepared from the foundation of the world to redeem my people. Behold, I am Jesus Christ. I am the Father and the Son. Now, what you see right now in what they call anti-creedal people is they always go Muslim style, and they go, they have to be the same person then? Are Jesus and the Father the same? Why is he praying to himself? Duh. Owen Benjamin level thinking. And you go, wait. Let's look at one of your scriptures here. I am Jesus Christ. I am the Father and the Son. See, they change everything. They change stuff. It's like a bunch of just changing shit. That's all they do is change shit. They're like, no, we don't believe that anymore. What? Bro, your prophet received revelation that he could marry a bunch of virgins, dude. Oh, no, we changed that with the new prophet. New prophet, new truth. It's like, dude, you're in a cult. I'm glad the cult has you dress well and has a lot of kids, and it's probably pretty, it's pretty wholesome, but you're in a cult. Terrible cult. It's horrifying. I'm actually collecting screenshots. I was thinking of making a book or a calendar. It's like Mormon's worst counter arguments or something like this. It's crazy. Devin, 5 buckaroos, thank you, brings me up to 29. Another from David brings me up to 30. 20 more left, guys, under an hour to go. Dr. Devo is working on your fruit salad song. Nice. He's a musical genius, that guy. I don't know why I attract musical genius. I mean, I'm not a musical genius by any means, but they just like, I just end up developing relationships with really good musical creators. Thank you so much for the blessing that is. The earliest first vision didn't have God physically there. He was only a voice. Well, some of these guys online have been telling me that they prayed and God told them that Joseph Smith was a true prophet, which is like they become the new Joseph Smith, right? Like, oh, okay. So now you're Joseph Smith. Tag. That's all it is. Joseph Smith is tag, you're it, basically. Continue the arbitrary personal revelatory system. Just continues forever. Revelation is never finished. It's open, what do you call it? Open source code. Mormonism is open source code Christianity. That's what it is. Oh, the code was confused back then. We fixed it. We had to hire a lot of programmers. Yeah, we fixed it all. You know what's a fun question to ask Mormons? 2 questions. Was the gospel delivered pure? They say, yeah. The full gospel. Rigorous, pristine. Was it delivered? Yes. How do you know that? Ruh-roh. I know that the gospel was delivered pure because of the Church of Satan that told me so. Interesting. So you trust the Church of Satan to tell you what the gospel is? Yes. That's right. We're Mormon and we love it. We're Mormon and we don't make any sense. And I'm not changing my view. Okay. So they start out as modalists? Yes. Yeah. It goes back. You got to dig. There's people who have reached out, gave me a lot of sources. You got to dig in. They don't like to talk about their past doctrines and stuff, early doctrines. They don't like to talk about that stuff. They have no defense. But by the way, they don't even have a defense of their current doctrines. But going back, you show there's massive deliberate contradictions. So, you dated a Mormon girl? Wow. They were cheating. Everyone was cheating on each other. Yeah, well, they were probably just soaking. Rip. It's not cheating if someone else moves the bed for you. Candy Owens has lost it. Has she said anything recently? What's the update on Candy Owens? I mean, she really should be. If I were her husband, I'd be like, enough. Enough. Enough of this. You must stop this. Yeah, it's not looking... She needs to just calm down. Soaking is only for college kids. Just having a nice soak. They should have an automated soaker bed. I mean, you kidding me? Make $1 billion, bro. Get whoever the current president prophet is, right? Be like, listen. There's an epidemic of premarital sex going on here. We need a cheat code. Very Jewish, by the way, workaround. The soaking. Very, very Jewy. Well, I'm not doing it. Well, I mean, obviously, get your friend out of there. Put it on an automated timer, at least. The new soaker. Super soaker. Oh, that's just wrong. New Mormon super soaker. Tired of sinning? Get the new super soaker. 6,000. LDS approved. With an extra battery. Taxes so you don't get bought by Ben. I will. I'll move over. You know what I mean? I mean, Ben Shapiro can literally buy someone a studio. Like at will. Just be like, you're getting a new studio. We're going to build it. You know? And I'm at 32 of 50 here. You know? Doing the grunt work at the bottom of the barrel here. I married one, an ex-Mormon. Oh, yeah. Well, there's plenty of them. There's plenty. They're out there. Another thing that Jacob Hansen over there claims, the thoughtful saint or whatever he calls himself, he says that morality is distinct from God, that God is actually subject to another thing called morality. He holds that view. It's crazy. But if that were true, it'd be true of truth as well. Like truth itself would be independent of morality, independent of God. And if I asked him that, he'd be toast. We have to keep you small so Shapiro doesn't see you. Good. That's a good way of looking at it. Other than Andrew, who are some other streamers adjacent to you? Jay, David Patrick, Harry, Hello Listener. The rest, it goes into politics after that. I'm probably missing some people though. Depends what kind of niche that you're looking at. Nobody really does what I do. I do some things that other people do, and other people do some things that I do, but no one does all that I do. All that I do should really touch you. Paying your taxes, I swear it's worth it. By the way, what am I promising you? I promise you to sing a live song. When that hits 50, I pick up my guitar, I plug it in and I tune it, and you guys write a song in the chat, and I try to keep up singing it. And I have to sing your lyrics. You simply type in the chat a music note with an emoji so that I can identify it. When I see the musical note in the chat identifier, I will sing that chat. Okay? It's going to be a disaster. Sounds Gnostic. God being beholden to some... Yep. They have a little Gnosticism in their theology as well. You know, it's like this kind of weird view of the world itself, in this case, like lowered intelligence. Like lower intelligence is further away from God, and then you gain intelligence, right? Well, that's Gnostic too. It's like knowledge based. Oh, I achieved high intelligence. Now I'm a god. That's a Mormon view. Oh yeah, Jake too. Jake Rattlesnake as well. Jim Bob is a lot like Donald Trump. He's really amazing. Amazing. Frad's wife is insufferable. Yeah, I wish I didn't hear her voice. We need to pay your tax song grift on loop. That's right, Twiz. Hey JB, hello chat. Hope we are having a good day. Generally specific. Thank you so much. What else on? I thought I sent myself some things here. Anyway, the future of Matt Fradd is going to be interesting to see, to say the least. We'll catch up with him in a couple, in a half a year, year tops. We'll be able to kind of assess the situation there. We got Reason and Theology coping about a Orthodox patriarch joining in prayer with a female LGBT minister. Yeah, that wouldn't be good, but it's not binding. So these Catholics, I think this guy's Catholic. Reason and Theology, yeah, that title has to be. He's talking about it. Yeah, there's ecumenism rampant. But that's the difference between Orthodoxy and Catholicism. We'll go, look at that ecumenism. That's horrible, right? And they go, no, it's not. It's just this happening. And then they go, look at this. You guys are doing this thing. You're like, you just said it wasn't wrong. So which is it? Which is it? The hell's going on here? The difference is we don't hold a patriarch. They don't have like a papal authority status. So you fight against it, right? Ultimately, you prevail. You fight against this stuff. Of course, they're going to percolate up, okay? It's Michael Lofton. Yeah, so he's coping about that right now. But it's like a self-own, by the way, because like I just said, if you're going to point out something that you think is wrong in Orthodoxy, you've admitted that it's wrong internally. Now, what's the critique? Ecumenism. Like, look at this terrible ecumenism, in Orthodoxy, patriarch is so terrible. Yeah. But for you, it's binding. That's what's terrible. Generally specific, $10. Thank you. Why, yes, I am often entertained here. Taxes paid. Thank you. Really love the brain-tickling topics here. Thank you so much. Brings me to 35. That means 15 more with 44 minutes. Real breakfast tacos. Jim Bob knows about those percolators. Percolators? Yeah, I'm a percolator. I'm a percolator. I'm a percolator. Looking for something. I'm looking for something. Anything. My kid listens to the excavator. Yeah, it's endlessly. It's like even if when they stop listening, it's in your head forever and ever. It proves hell. Actually, it proves hell exists. I was thinking of doing a cover of it though. The electric guitar. Ripping solo.
Wes Huff, 11 days ago. Do you guys want to hear Wes Huff? Wes Huff talk? Let's talk about Wes Huff.
What is Wes Huff up to? His last video. Oh, interesting. 11 days ago. He must be traveling around.
Ancient Greek martyrdom.
Oh no, he must be traveling around. He's not producing anything. Cover song of I'm a Barbie Girl. Yeah, can probably do that.
Wes Pufta.
Stream Snipe J, that's funny. Oh, that's cool, dude. Oh, I got another super chat coming in, I think. I heard something. What was that sound? You pulled my neck muscle doing the dozer dance. My Wes is good. The thing is, I can't like do a face like skit impersonation of him because of my beard. I don't think any man over 35 should shave their face. I'm sticking to it. Seriously, doesn't work. It'll never work. It's an internal critique being applied to orthodoxy from the Catholics. No, it's not. It's not internal. There's no critique that they have because patriarchs, are not binding. There's not a singular patriarch that binds the doctrine. Like what they say, their opinion isn't binding. So it's not internal. But however, if you reverse it, it is internal. When you go to the papal authority and you say, you guys are saying this declaratively, it's binding, you should follow it, you got to believe this, basically. It's like that's different. That's certainly different. So it's not internal, no. I reject that. That is wrong. That is wrong. You stop that. It can't be internal if it's not a critique of their system. It's called a straw man. You can't have an internal straw man argument. It doesn't work. Transhuman debate tonight? Where's that at? A lot of debates popping off since the fallout of the tomato lady. People trying to up their game, and guess what? Nobody's going to up their debate game like me and Tony are going to do. You guys are in for a freaking... You guys are in for a freaking amazing treat. I'll just say it's going to be the most engaging debate nights, plural. You guys are in for a freaking treat. Huh? Yeah. No one. You have no idea. Nobody can do what we're doing. Nobody will. They can. Even if they try to copy us, you couldn't possibly do it. Impossible. It's going to be crazy. Get out of here. 35, we seem to be at a little bit of a halt here. 35 of 50. You know what I mean? It's like help a nigga out, I guess. Does the eagle need to say that? Does the eagle need to call to the wild? Guess you guys don't want to hear an on-the-fly song written by the chat, I guess. Whatever. I don't care. I'll go to the Daily Wire. I'll just start emailing them. Christian versus Jewish women? Oh, I can't wait. Oh, this is going to be glorious. You guys should super chat me to stop watching this. How about that? Is this what we have to do? Ugh. Do we have to look at this and you have to pay me to stop? Fine. We'll do it this way.
Jews who have read the New Testament and they read it and they say, no. And that's an okay way, I think, to read the text, is to read it and then say, actually, disagree. Cool.
Gosh. Oh my gosh.
Because I think one question I might have is
is this Matt Fradd's wife?
When you read the Hebrew Bible and you see that.
Why is she dressed like Robert De Niro?
Way that it references the New Testament. Well, if I'm really versed in the text, I can write a text that very easily references the text before it to prove the text before it. And so the question would be, how do we know that the codifiers of this text, and this is a historic, I think, probably a historic perspective as opposed to a religious perspective, but how do we know that those people weren't versed in text and then trying to use the text in order to prove the thing, as opposed to the text was there and then happened to prove the thing?
I want to push her chair. Oh, gosh. This is a room full of chicks talking about Christianity. Oh, my gosh. You guys really should pay me to stop listening to watching this. Are you serious? Fine, we'll torture everybody. Everybody gets tortured. Just helping the Anika out. Thank you.
I don't think you can compromise on truth with 40 plus authors over the course of 1,600
And they don't
years with
contradict each
60
other
plus
once.
books.
Yeah.
Can I moderate as Wes Huff? Thank you for the 10 TV.
I think that the authors at some point you would begin to see inconsistency in the text and you just don't. And so my challenge for every Jew, because you guys are saying that you're thinkers and you're
Yeah, you bunch of Jews. Her challenge is to all you Jews.
doubters, would be to actually put Jesus on trial, to read the New Testament, put the New Testament on trial, observe the claims, and see whether or not they're in alignment with what you guys call the Hebrew Bible.
In today's episode, Christian women and Jewish women
Christians, Jewish.
come together to explore how faith, scripture, and tradition shape their values and daily lives. From the shared foundations of the Hebrew Bible to the distinct perspectives on Jesus, covenant, and salvation, these women will open up about how their beliefs inform their choices, about faith, values, and how they live their lives. This is meant to be an honest dialogue to bridge understanding, address misconceptions, and highlight both the common ground and unique differences between two of the world's most influential faiths. I am your host, Dr. Michelle Dow. Welcome to The Bridge.
The bridge to where? Where are we going, sweetheart? For the love of that is all good, please stop this torture. Well, yeah, well, when we hit 50, I will. Look at that dude. Oh, this person's a woman for this? Oh. The person who's dressed like a man who you know out in the world says, call me a he, I'm a he, them. They're allowed in as a woman? What's going on here?
Ladies.
Hi, I'm Taylor, and I'm Jewish.
Ah!
Hi, I'm Ronnie, and I'm Jewish.
Ah!
Hi, I'm Tori. I'm Jewish.
Ah!
Hi, I'm Tanya, and I'm a Jew.
Ah! Nice to meet you all.
Hi, I'm Chanasa, and I'm a Christian.
Hi, I'm Kalia, and I'm a Christian.
Probably not.
I'm Fabiana, and I'm a Christian.
Hi, I'm Delia. I'm a Christian.
Hi, and I'm Chantal. I'm a Christian.
Maybe.
Thank you, ladies. Now, before we continue, did you know that we have a clips channel where we post highlights and the best parts of our discussions?
I don't care.
His foot will crush your head, and you will bite him, you will wound his heel. Well, that was Jesus in the Old Testament, because Jesus, you know, he was on the cross, so that's his heel
That's right, he was on the cross.
being wounded.
She's right about that.
But he defeated death, and he resurrected from the dead as the Messiah, and so that's
There are no good parts.
crushing Satan's head. If you go back to Genesis,
What's weird is, like, if you were to actually take a Jewish approach, you'd still assume prophecy would occur. You're just rejecting what the result is. But if you accept that it will occur, then you have to have a point in time in which you document it occurring. But the problem with that one chick's critique is that no matter where you are in the timeline of a prophecy, the moment it happens, you need to cross-reference it. So if you document that it happened, you could take that approach and just say, well, it's just written that it happened, right? You just post-write it what happened. But the thing is, you don't have history then anyway. That's like saying you can't know history happened simply by documenting it. Which is true, but that requires other things. So there has to have some other testimony to carry through. Physiognomy checks for real. Someone get me out of here, honestly.
also,
I'll quit. I'll just quit. Forget the Daily Wire.
when God was talking to Abraham,
8 more chats.
he
Please
said,
get me out of here.
I will make you a great nation. I will bless you and bless your name. I will curse those that curse you and bless those that bless you. And in you, all nations of the earth will be blessed. Jesus is a descendant of Abraham. He's a descendant of King David. And so Jesus is the seed of Abraham. Through Jesus.
I have some documentation I won't cover now, but I have evidence that there was modalist passages that were allegedly from God in Mormonism that have been removed, and you can find them. So I will bring them to light in another stream or in another debate. Just wanted to let you guys know that. Thank you, Aiden, for that. Eject, yeah, please help me. I honestly don't want, even for the memes, I don't even want to do it. I just.
All of the earth is saved. And so, it is through the Jews that people are saved. It's through the Messiah, the Virgin Mary, who is a righteous Jewish woman. It did come through the Jews, and we are saved through Jesus. And Galatians 3 is another one where it says, there is no difference between the Jew or the Greek, male or female, slave or free, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. And if you are Christ's, then you are Abraham's seed and heirs according to the promise. So Jesus.
Okay, stop. Oh, gosh. Glory to God. Glory to God. Thank you so much. My goodness. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, get out of here now. Thank you. Hey, that's what I have to do. Coercion. I'll do it. I don't care. I got to eat. All right. Well, now, as promised, I will be moving over to music. And there's obviously other work I have to be doing today. So, you guys, now would be the time to start your lyrics. So, this is how it works. In the chat, you start a chat with a musical note emoji. You write me a verse. I sing that verse. The next person keeps writing, and I'll try to keep up with all of the musical verses. There'll be folk style as usual, because that's what I do around here. I mean, I could do electric, though. That would be cool. Where to get her? Where to get her? Get her? Where my getter? My getter! Hello, getter. There we go. There, my getter. Here we go, getter. That's right. See you later. Well, I'm a percolator. Well, Jesus, God, and Joe Smitty, they held up their wares. It's magic Mormon underwear. Come on, Jimmy, your Bobby, let's go party. That woman got me drinking. Oh, Lordy. It's amazing. Havana, Havana, Gila, Havana, Gila, Havana. Well, say your prayers for a little Matt Fratty. By golly, it's looking like Ben Shapiro's your new daddy. He's gonna take your Christ message and make it soft as gush. That's what they do to Christianity. They make it mush. It's amazing. Matt Fradd is under some pressure. He's got to make a call. In about a year, he'll be out to Israel to kiss a wall. He thinks he's done a good one, but he really dropped the ball. But he's gonna have a giant bank account, and it really comes down to that at all. Mr. Fradd, it's looking really, really bad. Mr. Fradd, it's looking really, really bad. Looks like Daily Wire is throwing Matt a bone. But maybe it wasn't the best choice. He should have got a loan. Mormons, they be soaking and docking all night long. And Jimmy's makes his money by making up this song. Sold his soul for the biggest check he's ever had. Weaky little bone reaching the end. It's time to go on with my day. It's one of them times, got nothing left to say. Appreciate all the donos, I appreciate all the members. Thank you for that, Alex. Fiverr. It was early in the evening, I'm yelling to the sky. Well, I swear I seen the second son, I'm telling you no lie. Like a pair of burning eyes staring at me from afar. Well, I thought I'd chase him down, so I hopped on in my car. But as I turned the key, I looked and they were gone. Don't know what I seen, but something's going on. It was a bright blue sunny morning, not a single cloud in sight. Ground Zero's calling for a non-existent flight. Like a double game of Jenga, they came tumbling to the floor. Something had to justify a 25-year war. The mothers, they came forward, demanding truth for all. Well, anyone with a half a brain would know that's not how buildings fall. Well, you can lie got eyes to see. You're playing hide and seek with my mind. You can call me crazy anytime. It was 1969 and we're gathered round the tube. Oh, Jackie's dead after he said we're going to the moon. But everyone believed that we finally won the race. Everyone is mesmerized by animated space. Half a century later, and we still have not gone back. But we nailed it on our first attempt on a flimsy tinfoil shack. You can lie to me. I got eyes to see. You're playing hide and seek with my mind. You can call me crazy anytime. Now I'll go outside and I'll see zombies everywhere. Windshields on their faces looking for their next big scare. They're and all their little screens tell them they are close to harm. Big Pharma says no worries, just let us in your arm. I don't know about you, I'm keeping my veins clean. I will not be an extra in your one world movie scene. You can lie to me. I got eyes to see. You're playing hide and seek with my mind. You can lie to me. I got eyes to see. You're playing hide and seek with my mind. You can call me crazy anytime. You can call me crazy anytime. You can call me crazy. You can call me crazy. You can call me crazy. Anytime. For the music, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Taxes, music, taxes, music. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. here's a favorite, and then I'm going to send you guys out into the wilderness. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Peaches in the summertime and apples in the fall. If I can't have my Shady Grove, I want no one at all. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Cheeks as red as a blooming rose and eyes of a curious brown. She's the darling of my heart, sweetest girl in town. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Amazing. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. When I was just a little boy, I wanted a Barlow knife. Now I just want Shady Grove to say she'll be my wife. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Get myself a big fine horse and corn to feed 'em on. Shady Grove can stay at home and feed him when I'm gone. Grove, my little love. Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love. I'm bound to go away. Shady Grove, my little love, bound to go away. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. There is a house in New Orleans. They call it the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many poor boy and God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man way down in New Orleans. Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And the only time he feels satisfied is when he's on the drum. Got one foot on the platform and the other's on the train, and I'm going back to New Orleans to wear my ball and chain. Mother, tell your children not to do what I have done. Spend your life in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. There is a house in New Orleans. They call it the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many poor boys, and God, I know I'm one. There is a house in New Orleans, they call it the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many poor boys, and God, I know I'm one. There is a house in New Orleans, they call it the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many poor boy, and God, I know I'm one. Well, shooby-dee-doo! Little Mountain Town? No, I didn't, Schweitz. And just for that 20, I will play it for you. Kev, coming in with a big $60, $50 thank you. A red fuchsia. Another 20 from Generally Specific. Nice. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's go. Party cover? What's that? Is that a song? Can we get Mountain Town? Yeah, you guys earned Mountain Town. Okay, here we go. Jay. Hold on, here we go. Here we go. Delete. Alternate control delete, delete, delete. I was born in a mountain town, in a little old farmhouse by the stream, and I'd sit up on those rocks and I'd dream about going to that little old mountain town. So I went out to Hollywood land with this soul guitar, not a dollar in my hand. But I never made a deal, my soul they couldn't steal. And I packed it up and I left that Hollywood land. Oh, time to head on down the road. Oh, can't do it on my own. Can't bear this heavy load as I try to find my way back home. So I went back to a mountain town, got a little old farmhouse by the stream, and I sit on those rocks and I dream about growing old in that little old mountain town. Time to head on down the road. Can't do it on my own. Can't bear this heavy load as I try to find my way back home. right. I think that might be it for today, y'all. Approaching 3 o'clock. I went out tonight, take a little round, let my little Sadie in a shot down. Went back home and I went to bed with a 44 pistol under my head. Woke up in the morning about 9:30. Gents and the gamblers all standing in line. Gents and the gamblers standing all around. Taking my baby to the city, taking my city to a burying ground. Well, I begin to think about the deed I'd done, so I grabbed my hat and away I run. Made my way just a little too slow. They overcome me in Jericho. Up come a man in Mounters, up come a man in Thomasville. Said, man, ain't your name Brown? Yeah, man, ain't your name Brown? And I'm aren't you the one that most Sadie down? Sorry, I gotta learn that one. It's one of my favorite Doc Watson songs ever. It's Little Sadie, it's called. I was told that I have a little bit of a treat from Dr. Evo. Time code! Time code! Oh, why are you so gay? Dude, this is, oof. I just heard a clip. I just heard a bit of it. You guys are in for a trick or treat. Bro, this sounds like, it sounds like, oh man, it's like, it ain't. Why are you so gay? Goodness. What is it called? Media Source 6, I'm calling it. All right. You guys ready? Shout out to Dr. Let's get W's in the chat already for Dr. Evo, because you know this is going to be fire. You know this is going to be fire, right? All right, you ready? Why Are You So Gay? Produced by the one and only Dr. Evo. Hit it. Why are you so gay? 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 Oh. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. One more time. Why are you so gay? 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 Damn. Dude, no joke, that guy. Dr. Evo's no joke. He is not joking around.